So welcome back to the second part of our meditation series, and today we're going to learn about Anapana. Anapana is an old Indian word and it basically means respiration, and it's the observation of the breath coming in and the breath going out. So the breath coming in either comes through our nose or through our mouth.
Right.
So during this meditation we're going to control where our breath comes, and we're going to try and focus it on just the nose area.
Okay.
I have sinus issues, and sometimes in changing of season like we are now, I can get allergies, and it can sometimes be extremely challenging to breathe through my nose.
Right.
So I'm not sure if anyone else experiences that, but I'm going to let you know a little tip that a lovely Indian lady in one of my first meditation retreats suggested to me, and also an Ayurvedic doctor in India at a resort that we were staying at also recommended me the same thing, and I'm happy to share it to you. And it's basically steaming. It's boiling a jug of water, getting your bowl and the old head over the bowl, a little bit of sea salt I put in the bottom, and basically steam out. And I used to do this before any Anapana meditation or any type of meditation where I wanted to specifically breathe through my nose.
Right.
And that would clear all the sinuses out, and it also was very good with the salt for any congestion or infections that I might have got from my sinuses being blocked. So that's just a tip. If you're finding it so difficult to breathe through your nose, then I would say this type of meditation is not for you, and stick with the first type, which was observing the breath coming in and out, and that doesn't matter whether you breathe through your nose or through your mouth. So this one we're going to focus on the air coming in your nose. So again, we want to find a similar position that we did in the first video, which is with a bit of effort. So we want to sit with our core slightly engaged, backs, what did you call it?
Neutral.
Neutral, great. Back neutral. Thanks, David.
Yeah.
Feet supporting as much as possible. The arms, I always keep the arms open. It stops my shoulders. My shoulders are very tight and they normally tend to go up. So having them open like this helps to be the most relaxed and comfortable position for my shoulders.
Right.
So whatever works for you. And then once you've got your position set, you might want to set your timer. But at the moment for this demonstration, we're not going to actually do a whole Anapana meditation now. I'm going to leave that to you to experiment after we've done this video, or whenever you want to. So the process is, once you've got your position, is you then come to your breath. And you just want to notice, through breathing through your nose, you want to notice the air that comes in, and then the air that goes out. So you're actually only focusing on this very small part of your body.
Right.
And it's the sensation of the air coming in, and what you might notice is cool. The air might feel cool. Maybe you feel it at the top. I'm feeling it at the top here on my nose. When the air comes in, it's kind of hitting the top of my nose, and the sensation of the cold is feeling here. And then I notice when I breathe out, there's a lot more force to the out breath, and it's warm. And I'm feeling that warm air, and it's kind of running down the bottom of my nostrils and out. And again, you can set that for whatever amount of time you would like. And actually in this moment, I'm feeling it quite fascinating. I'm feeling quite fascinated with the sensations coming in and out my nose.
Yeah.
I actually really like Anapana. It's a very good way to focus the mind, and this helps by focusing on a very small area.
Right.
So it's very, very good for building up awareness of specific areas in your body.
Right.
So with Anapana, anywhere you like, you can do this actually. In fact, the breathing one we did earlier, it's not just confined to a seated space in your home. You could practice it in the bus. You can practice it walking. You can practice it sitting on a park bench. Anywhere your imagination can take you, as long as you have the ability to come back to either the nostrils here and the breath. And as soon as you start to be aware of the air coming in and the air coming out, you are meditating. You are doing an Anapana meditation.
I love it. Could it be after a frustrating call with someone?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can see how brain in that situation is perfect, because your brain is like a million miles away, and sometimes you need a distraction. And what an absolute better way than to bring your awareness to just that very small area and try it, experiment. My experience is clarity of mind. Oof.
I think that one's easier for me, to focus on just the sensations, and like you said, like I felt it cool, the same thing, and then after even just doing that as you were guiding everybody, I felt that I was like, oh, my whole nose now feels cool. And before that I didn't have any feeling in my nose.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. And that was literally like a few seconds.
That's
a few seconds. Amazing. It's so cool. And it's so nice to hear everyone's experience, and it's just phenomenal. I'm so grateful and so happy to be sharing these techniques with you. That's just been super helpful for me. It's amazing. So when you've done that, you'll also, like we mentioned in the first video, will probably be aware of your brain thinking. You'll probably be aware of other sensations in your body. And just like we mentioned earlier, just if you can note them. Take on the mentality of just noting them. So we're not dismissing them. We're not trying to imagine that they are something other than what they are, or wishing that they would go away. Wherever possible, just bring in that compassion and gentleness for yourself. And maybe you are struggling with some pains. Just be very gentle on yourself and notice, okay, I've got pain here. I've got pain here. And yes, pain, I feel you. I can feel you. I'm not ignoring you. You're there. I see you. I can feel you. And at this moment, I'm choosing to focus on this area and practice Anapana meditation.
Right. I like that.
And see how you go. And for homework, again in your journal, you can write down Anapana. I'm going to spell it for you. It's Anapana. Anapana.